Kata TV presents in 3, 2, 1, Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
This week on Dateline Schools, we're visiting Cleveland Elementary School as we're getting a chance to meet a new nationally certified teacher here at Cleveland, second grade teacher Jennifer Kata. And Jennifer, how is this certification different than what you're required, as all teachers are required, like here in the state of Michigan and other states around the country?
Well, the requirements for the state of Michigan are ones that you get when you're first entering the teaching profession that you need to have to say that you're able to be a teacher in a school in the state. Whereas national board certification, you actually can't work on until you've been in the teaching profession for 3 years. And by accomplishing that, you're showing that you've met the rigorous standards set by national board and that you're considered an accomplished teacher in the profession.
Tell us a little bit about this national board. What is its mission and what's the makeup of this board that gives you this certification?
The mission of the National Board is to really work on advancing the teaching profession and focusing on how can we improve teaching overall, because that's one of the key components of what can improve our educational system.
Okay. Is this sort of like the accreditation process that many of our schools around St. Clair County have gone through over the years, like through North Central and some of the other agencies?
I would imagine that it's probably as rigorous a process as that.
Okay. So tell us, what was the process that you had to go through?
Okay. There's actually two kind of main parts to what you have to do. One of the parts is doing a portfolio, and then the other part is actually going to a testing center and answering constructed response essay questions on the content for whatever area you're doing. I did early childhood generalist, focusing on all the content that would be in an elementary classroom. For the portfolio, there's actually 4 parts to that. There's a part on literacy. There's a part on integrating science and math. There's a part that has 2 components, working with families and your achievements within the profession within your school. And then there's also building a classroom community. And when you do that portfolio, you have to provide video evidence of your teaching. So I had some of my colleagues come in and videotape me during my lessons. You have to provide student work samples. And then there's a lot of writing involved where you explain your evidence, you explain your students, how will you know them, and different things like that.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dayline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.